welcome to another Goliath guitar tutorial. My name is Gareth Evans and today we'll learn the song Can You Feel the Love Tonight by Elton John. This is a fingerstyle solo arrangement for the acoustic guitar. If you want to go and listen to my whole arrangement in the video, click the link that's on your screen now if your annotations are enabled. Otherwise, there'll be a link for it down in the top of the description of this video if you're watching on YouTube. If you want to get hold of the tabs for this whole arrangement, absolutely free, you can click the link that's on your screen now. It goes to my website where you can download the tabs absolutely free, as is everything else on my website, goliathguitartutorials.com. If your annotations are enabled again, there'll be a link down in the description. If you're looking for a more advanced way, I guess, to learn this arrangement of this song, and you don't need detailed note-for-note explanations, you can check out my guitar tabs on screen video, which will be linked in an annotation right now. It's a quicker way for the more advanced players amongst yourselves to learn how to play this song just by watching the tabs getting played. If you're looking for a way to support free guitar lessons or these free guitar lessons, you can head over to patreon.com and support me at my page, patreon.com/Gareth Evans. Link on the screen now in annotation, otherwise link again down in the description of this video. You can find out there what you can get as a reward for being a Patreon and supporting me on a monthly basis. Before I do get started today, last thing, I want to talk to you about the guitar strings that I use. I use Elixir guitar strings. I've got a set of size 12s on today. I sometimes use HD Lights too, which is like a 13 hybrid size set. But the reason I use Elixir strings is because, first and foremost, they're beautiful, lovely sounding string. They also play really smoothly. You hardly get any finger squeak off them. And lastly, they last for so long. I hardly ever change my strings compared to how much I used to, which is why it brings me great pleasure to bring you these guitar lessons in association with Elixir strings. Okay, very last thing before we get started, you're going to need a cap on the first fret of the guitar for this lesson. And once you've got that, it's in standard tuning, so you're all good. And let's get on with the tuition. Looking at tabs bar 1 through 4 to begin with, and this is the beginning of the intro, sounds like this. Okay, that's the first 4 bars. Okay, bar number 1 is that. So we've got the 9th fret up here on the first string, little finger, and then you've got the 6th fret on the 3rd string with the index finger, and then the 7th fret on the 4th string with the middle finger. Okay, so you've got them 3 strings plus the open 5th in a finger roll, 5, 4, 3, and 1. Okay. If you're wondering what the wavy line is next to the numbers on the tabs, that means arpeggiated, which is like the finger roll. It's that effect. Okay? After that, you play the open 5th on its own, and that completes bar number 1. Next, it's that sequence there. So we come down here. What I do is bar across the 4th fret. There's a different way to play it. I'll explain that to you in just a second if you can't do this barring technique. The other fingers, you've got the 7th fret on the 1st string here. You've got the 5th fret on the 2nd string there. Okay. What you're doing here is you're finger rolling 6, 3, 2, and 1. 6, 3. Being barred on this next finger here. Okay, so if you can't get that bar, the easiest way to do it is do that as an alternative. So you just fret this 4th fret on the 6th string, and you bring the ring finger in here to the 6th fret on the 4th string and play that as a finger roll. So it's 6, 4, 2, and 1. Or you could just play 6, 2, and 1. Okay, without the bar in. That's just an alternative. I've not put that in the tabs. That's just an option for you guys who struggle with bars. Okay, so after that, next, you got this here. So you've got this position here, you've got the 12th fret on the 1st and 2nd, and you've got the 9th fret on the 3rd and 4th. Okay, and the sequence is 4 and 1 together, arpeggiated, you see the wavy line again. So it's one after another in really quick succession, followed by 3rd string and then 2nd string. So we've got, and that's the whole of bar 2. And all together, bar 1 and 2 plays like this. Okay, if you're having trouble with that, if I've talked too quickly, just rewind the video and replay it again. I'm going to move on now because all the information you need to learn it is right there. You just have to rewind if I'm going too fast for you. Next, bars 3 and 4. That sequence there. So we begin in, this is the 9th fret here on the 5th string and the 10th fret on the 1st string, using your index finger for the 5th string, the ring finger for the 1st string. Okay, them two together, or just after one another, 5th and then 1st straight after one another. It's like the arpeggioed effect. And then that sequence now, you bring your little finger up to the 11th fret on the 3rd string here, and you bring your middle finger up to the 10th fret on the 2nd string here. Okay, so the sequence to the right hand, 5 and 3, followed by 2 and then 1. Okay, so all together this bar. Again, on the tabs, I'll just explain to you this briefly. On the tabs, you've got a couple of pinches, which is 1st and 5th, and then 1st and 3rd. Sorry, 5th and 3rd. 5 and 1, and then 5 and 3. But because of the wavy line, it makes it arpeggio, so you play them just after one another, so the strings never get plucked at the same time. So it sounds like a series of single notes, but actually it's just an arpeggioed pinch, if that makes sense. Okay, and that falls true for the rest of the intro. You'll notice that all the wavy lines are there for the rest of the intro. Whenever you're playing a pinch, basically, you play them one after another in quick succession rather than at the same time. It gives that song a really kind of lazy feel to it, and it adds a lot more emotion into the piece. So that's why I've played like that, just as a heads up. So after bar 3, bar 4. Okay, you come here, 7th fret on the 5th string, and then the 10th fret on the 1st string. Okay, and then the sequence, 9th fret on the 1st, 10th fret on the 2nd. Actually, that's with the pinch, so it's. Yeah, so that 10th fret there note on the 2nd string comes with a pinch on the 5th string. Same position, 7th fret, okay? Lastly, open 1st string to finish the sequence. Okay, so that's the whole of bar number 4. So bar 3 and 4 together. Okay, and from the beginning, and then bar 1 through 4 should play like this. Okay, moving on now to bars number 5 through 8. We play this. Okay, so we begin in this position here, little finger on the 5th fret of the 5th string, okay, and then the index finger, if you lay that flat along the 2nd fret of the first 3 strings, okay, you're actually going to bring your middle finger in here to the 3rd fret on the second string in just a sec, which makes the D chord. Okay, but to begin, you've got 5 and 1 as a pinch, or arpeggiated pinch. Okay, followed by 5 and 3 together, and then 2 and then 1. Okay, like that. So that's the whole of bar 5, bar 6. So it's 4th fret on the 5th string with the open first, up to the 5th fret on the 1st string straight after, and then come to the 5th fret on the 2nd string and play that with a pinch on the 5th string, like that, and then the 6th fret on the 3rd string to finish off. So the whole of bar 6. Okay? And if we go backwards as a recap, 5 and 6 together play like this. Okay, moving on now, bar 7 and 8. Pretty easy, really. This just a series of arpeggiated chords, basically. So you've got the first shape, 4th fret on the 5th string, 2nd fret on the 4th string, 4th fret on the 3rd string, then 3 notes. There's 5 strings, 6, 4 and 3 with the right hand. Like I said, like an arpeggiated chord, 6, 4 and 3 in quick succession. Okay, next is like a regular A shape. 2nd fret on the 4th, 3rd and 2nd string, and the 5th string open. You play 5, 4, 3 and 2 in quick succession as an arpeggiated chord. Okay. Next, so that's the whole of bar 7. Bar number 8, there's a B minor position. So you've got 2nd fret on the 5th string, 4th fret on the 4th and 3rd string, and then 3rd fret on the 2nd string. Again, play it as an arpeggiated chord. Like that, 5, 4, 3 and 2, quick succession. Lastly, move everything up 2 frets. So you're on the 4th fret of the 5th, 6th fret on the 4th and 3rd, but you're only playing 5, 4 and 3 this time as the arpeggio. Okay, so it's... And the whole... so that's bar 8. So bar 7 and 8 together. Okay, and if we move back to bar number 5 through 8, the second half of this intro plays like this. Okay, one thing left to do now is to play the whole thing that I've shown you so far in one. So we begin, bar 1 through 8 plays like this. 2, 3, 4. And that's it for the intro. Well done, guys, if you've got that. You're going to have to head now to my website to see part 2 of this lesson, but don't worry, it's absolutely free. There'll be a link around here on the screen now to go to my website in an annotation, if your annotations are on. If not, again, top of the description of this video, click on the link there and head over to part 2, learn it there. If you did enjoy this lesson, feel free to give us a thumbs up. It really, really does help me out to bring you these guitar lessons absolutely free of charge, and the tabs, of course. If you are looking for another way of supporting me bringing you these free lessons, check out my Patreon page. As I mentioned earlier, annotation on the screen in the middle now. Otherwise, in the description. Check out my extras channel as well, where I bring you other guitar related content here on YouTube. Social media links if you want to get in touch over there. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you again in the next one. Until then, bye for now.